Okay? So Deanna, you got something you'd like to share?
Just real quick, it was funny because I know Bob and I have been trying to figure out how to kind of do tonight. And so I ran in his office and said, hey, I was pulling out our old foundational stuff in the church. I think we should do 2 Timothy. He goes, we're already doing 2 Timothy. I said, oh good, you know, so that's close to our hearts here. But I had written something about the church. You know, why do we bother doing church? You know, because it can be a real pull down sometimes, you know. You got people. You got people. And then there's the people. You know? If it was just, you know, chairs, we could get those in line, right? But it's people. It's this church is hard work. And churches can be annoying to have to come to church. You know, there's so much involved. But I wanted to share what I had gotten from the Lord way back, way back. It says the church is not a building. It's not a group of people. And it's not a denomination. It's something eternal. It is the body of Christ. And so God reminded me of that. And after our work on earth is done, we will be together in unity for eternity. But while we're on earth, we have a job to do. And if nothing else, what you're going to see start to move forward in this place is for us to help you figure out that job. If you've been feeling that, we talked about our spiritual gifts. Some of us took a test and we're like, yeah, I'm called by God. Well, Bob and I, on our hearts, is to rescue. We want to rescue. We want to invite. We want to welcome. And he put on our hearts way back, 8, 9 years ago, drawing people that have been hurt by church, or people that have been hurt by family, or life. People that didn't even know that they had a part on their life. And I'm going to get into this more on Sunday, but we've been watching The Voice. Some of you watch American Idol, or America's Got Talent, or I Want to Sing, or I Want to Dance. And these are just everyday people that you never heard of before. Snatched out. And all of a sudden, it's like, whoa, now they have this career. You know that that's you? That God has put a calling on your life, and you may think you're nobody, but just when he called the disciples, he's like, Peter, come follow me. Peter's like, well, why? I'm a fisherman. And so that is the new that God's bringing. That we're going to invite and welcome. And Bob and I are good at drawing, and we're good at welcoming, and I'm good at loving, and I'm good at all that. But when it comes to the structure of training, and shaving off some rough edges, and releasing, you're just going to start to see the fruits of that with teen camp, missions. We've been working so hard, Bob and I, just to make this place stay together, we haven't been able to step outside. And that's why this is a season that God has called for Jerry and Anita to come beside us and go, okay, I see where you're at. Okay, now, once we get them in, we nurse them and we stop the bleeding, and we love them, and we know they're called by God, how do I strengthen? How do I release? Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm excited for that season because we are the body of Christ. And together, we are going to start to see ministers in this place released out. And like we're like the farm team, we're the Cleveland Indians. You're not going to stay long, maybe, but when you leave this place, you're going to be walking in the calling God gave you. And we're okay with that. It's a different 75 people every Friday. Bob and I are okay with that. Okay? Because we don't want you to stay too long. That means you're not out doing what God's called you to do. Does that make sense? So I'm excited that we're actually going to have the ability now to train and to release. And go and say, go baby, go. Just come back and go and get your mom out here. Okay? So,